Hello and welcome to the Splinter Gamer podcast. This is episode 4, and we have with us, different from last week, we have Daniel.
Hello.
Christopher.
Hello.
And Liam.
Hello.
How are you all today on this Sunday? Don't forget the hour. The clock is forward an hour.
Oh, don't. That upset me, that did.
Throwing me off a bit.
I don't know where I was last night because I was watching MLG last night, and it was like one of the matches was scheduled for 2 o'clock, and on my computer when it turned 1, then it went forward the hour instead of on 2 it went forward the hour. I didn't know where I was.
To be honest, I did that this morning. I was awake and I was talking to someone, and it was like 10 to 1. I was like, oh, it's not too bad. I ain't got to get up until 10. I'll go to bed in a minute. And then suddenly it's 2:45, and I was like, what just happened?
Travelled forward in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, an hour.
Yeah.
Okay then. Let's start off with the first news. I don't really have any Splinter Gamer news this week, so I'll be quiet on that end. So the first news is about Game again. We've spoken to them for about 3-4 weeks in a row, but things keep changing. And apparently they're going to go into administration. This is the latest kind of rumour-ish news that we've heard.
They have.
They have officially. Okay.
On Thursday they filed for administration, and I'm pretty sure they got appointed an admin this weekend.
This was obviously because of the latest downturn in retail sales, and they filed a notice of intention to go into administration last week, and they're expected just to go down, basically, unless they can get a very extremely last-minute rescue, which is very doubtful.
Or they may, I think it's rebrand themselves on Monday, I think, because that's when the the bill comes. So
basically.
Yeah.
So
I mean, this is a real shame because they're no Game and Game Station, because obviously they're owned by the same company. Yeah. It's going to be so hard to get games because everyone's not like, oh, let's go to H&V, let's go to Tesco, let's go to games. Everyone's like, let's go to Game or Game Station. It's just sort of what you associate with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you say that, but you say games to me, and I would actually think Tesco's, and I would actually think Amazon, to be honest.
Yeah,
these
I know,
days.
there are a lot of cheap deals on there. I mean, I got my Mass Effect free cheaper than I would have got from Game when they cancelled my pre-order, so...
Yeah.
I think that is the major problem. This is why this is happening, is because you don't normally just now think of Game, you think of the online marketplace like Steam, you think of Amazon, where you can get things next day, or Tesco's, which is the ease of access when you get in your shopping or whatever.
Well, it's not even just ease of access, but because Tesco's make, and not just Tesco's, all the other supermarkets make so much money from selling food that they can knock down the prices to such a significant amount to pull people through the doors. Like they did it with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. They sold it for like the first week at £19. You cannot argue that everybody will go in and buy it from Sainsbury's.
Exactly.
I mean, they're really not... Sorry, go on.
What happened with Game is they bought out Game Station when they were in trouble, and so that literally doubled the amount of stores they had. So that's where the turning point was. They went from, I think it was 300 stores to 600 stores.
Sort of like half their budget, so...
In the city by me in Swansea, there's a Game Station, there's 2 games, and there used to be 3 games in the vicinity of 3 miles.
It's ridiculous.
And the Game Station. And Swansea is a tiny city compared to others.
Yeah.
So,
and you just, you can't...
Well, it's like, why do you need 2 games in Lakeside? It's you go into Lakeside and you walk into one and you walk out of the other, up the escalator, there's another one in front of you. If you're going to go to it, you're going to just go to the one that's there, like the bigger one. Yeah. Why do you need a smaller one next door to HMV?
Yeah, exactly. I think that is the problem. There were many problems that are just equated into one big problem.
No, I've said my opinion on their services and stuff on another podcast, and that everything. I think it's for the past a year and a half has just spiraled into this now.
And we'll have to just see where things go. And no one can tell what they're actually going to do, and we'll find out in the near future. That's probably the reason why to carry on listening to the podcasts. Maybe.
Well, I picked up a free game yesterday from there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Cashed points.
Cashed in points and got Crisis 2.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's all right then.
I just exchanged points for Xbox points and then bought stuff. Anyway, because they basically sold out of anything I was interested in. To Drakes, would you like to continue with us?
This week, Angry Bird Space came out. It's available on iOS and Android as expected. It's free on Android, and it's 69p for iPhone and £1.99 for iPad. That's something that annoys me, to be honest. I just think if you're going to release an app, make it for both and charge one price. Because if I buy it for my iPad, I then can't play it on my iPhone. And if I buy it on my iPhone, it's then got to be upscaled on my iPad, which, especially the people that have got the new iPad, it's going to not look particularly great. But that's just me. But it's got new game modes, like you have to work with or around gravity, so like you can launch the birds and then you'll be thrown into the gravity of a planet that you go around, or a moon or something like that, and you can use that to slingshot around it. And there's also a new character with a new skill. From what I've seen in the screenshots, it can freeze blocks or turn it into glass or something like that. I haven't actually played it myself yet. I am going to eventually, but I have other things I'm doing. I need to get myself away from draw something first.
I mean, I've played Angry Bird Space, and it's sort of a nice little. It's sort of refreshing because you don't have all this, like, you're so used to Angry Birds as it is, like with Angry Birds Seasons, Rio, and the original, just being all the same. With this, you've got to learn the new mechanics and sort of get around how to use gravity to, as you said, to your own sort of. I can't even say now.
Advantage. Your own advantage.
Yeah, advantage. There you go.
I'm glad you brought up the issue with pricing. I mean, that's one of the things I liked about like the iOS devices. Like when I had my iPad, on my iPod I bought the original Angry Birds, and on my iPad I could play it. I didn't have to pay extra for it.
Yeah.
And it's free on Android. Okay, I know why there's like it's pay on iOS and free on Android, but what I don't like about Android is plastered with apps. So you're trying to play Angry Birds there, and you hit the ads.
Something I picked up on earlier last week is that also not only the ads annoying, but they've been found that some ads are actually using tracking location at the same time, so it's draining your battery and using your data. So
I wrote a blog post about that. It's like a lot of apps guilty about it, even on iOS devices, but it's mostly on Android because the apps are free, and it's just so much background processes. It's draining your battery like mad.
Yeah, I mean, I have an Android phone here, and I find that when I play Draw Something and Angry Birds, it just kills my battery. It's ridiculous how fast it goes down.
Well, I've got to say, to be honest, even though Apple are supposed to be more tighter on it on iOS, I play Draw Something on my iPhone, and
there's ads on it as well.
Yeah.
Unless you pay for it.
Oh, well, I've got the paid version. Even with the paid version, I still think it's like a killer on the battery. At times, I do think, what is going on in the background? Because all you're doing is drawing and then sending off the file and then receiving one back. And they obviously can't be that big, because I was playing it while walking around Cambridge the other day, and it wasn't laggy or anything at all. It was just go. So it does make you think, what else is the app doing?
Maybe it's constantly talking to the server to see if the other players actually had their turn yet. Maybe that's...
Oh, yeah, it could be real time then, I suppose.
Sending packets.
Yeah, I mean, because it is fairly quick when someone sent you a drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
And also it's recording your movements when drawing it, so it has to record that, send it off.
Send it like a video file.
Yeah, but then I suppose it depends how they send it, because I do know that if you're halfway through a drawing and then close the app and then reopen it again, like completely close it on iPhone or iPad, you can restart with a new word. Right. So it doesn't send it until you're actually finished. So I'm not sure whether it is completely real time, but that's another debate anyway. Yeah, that's just me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think we've basically covered everything there, so I'm going to carry on. And this is basically just a rumour, so I'll just say this clear. It's a rumour. We don't know whether it's true or false. But something I picked up on is that the speculations that Sony are going to be shutting down their Socom developers, Zipper Interactive. They don't only make Socom, they make Mag, they made, what's the game on the Vita? Someone tell me.
Unit 13.
Unit 13, that is the game name I was trying to think of. I should have written it down. Anyway, so this is the rumour, and apparently there, as Kotaku's note said, that they're planning on shutting it down. And while Sony declined to comment on the matter, they've heard chatter for several days that Zipper Interactive were in the process of making layoffs and project cancellations. So it kind of all adds up, and also if you really consider, Socom 4 didn't have a brilliant launch, and nor did Mag, and Unit 13 hasn't had brilliant reviews, to be fair. It's not really a big surprise.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever played Socom 4 or Mag, so I'd never took any interest in it at all. So that pretty much says a lot that a lot of people didn't even bother with it, to be honest.
I hate to say it, but Mag's an online-only game. Socom 4, a lot of the pluses about it is online, and PSN has spent a lot of time down in, not lately, but around the time that those games were at their peak, let's say. And if you can't go online and play them, then people, one, aren't going to buy them, and two, aren't going to play them.
Well, exactly.
So
I can't really put much information into this because
No.
I've never played these games. But if the rumors have come from that they're in the process of layoffs and project cancellations, if that's where the rumors started off, that's a weird place to start off, because I know a lot of different developers that are laying off and cancelling projects, and they're perfectly safe. Like, I know Blizzard are doing it. One of their team that does StarCraft, they're laying off, but the game, they cancel one of their projects, but the game is still going and the team is still there.
But the thing that's indicating this shutdown is the scope, the amount of people they are laying off. It's just a bit too much to be put off as normal.
If I can get the numbers here, I know there's a fair few from Blizzard, but obviously they're a massive company, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, like, shutting down one department is nothing to them, really.
Yeah.
We'll cut to an ad break where we go and find out this next bit of information.
But
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
yeah. Sponsored
ad-
by blah blah blah.
Sponsored by Play.com.
Yes.
Yeah. Get 3 for 4 on Xbox controllers. I
Let's go see
actually
what
know the
deals
ad
they've
is.
got.
I don't know what the deal is. There's ads on the website. We'll click on them.
But they did announce that they're reducing the global workforce by 600 employers.
600.
Employees even. 600.
Who's this now?
Blizzard,
Blizzard, right?
right? And that's still a massive number for any company.
True. I suppose we'll find out whether it's actually true or not, but it's just, a lot of news websites have been saying that this is rumoured, to be a shutdown, studio shutdown, but I suppose we'll
It's just like as you
so.
said before we started the podcast, the media likes to blow things out of proportion.
Oh, definitely. I say that because we try and don't, blow things up too much. We'll just say it how it is if we can. With a bit of our opinion.
Obviously, that they could be shut down. I mean, I have no idea because I don't really keep into the
Yeah.
PlayStation side of news because I have no interest in it. But
And I think the fact that Sony declined to comment on the matter is kind of makes things a bit more suspicious in my mind. But there you go.
Usually that they have something when you don't want
Yeah.
to comment, you have something to hide.
Yeah.
Usually.
So we'll have to see how it goes. Obviously, it's going to be sad if they do close down because, we could have seen many great things for them from the Vita or in future or what have you, but we'll have to see and wait and see how things go.
It's a shame because even though I think I played Mag for a while,
I did as
I
well.
only had the beta. I didn't actually buy
The
the damn
commu-
thing.
Go on.
Oh no, I'm finished.
Okay. To be fair, the community support for Mag, especially on the PlayStation Network, still today, I think, on the official PlayStation community, is still supporting the game. There's still little fun nights, etc., and stuff going on. So it is still supported in that sense. So to be fair, we have given it a good shot.
Yeah, and I do know of people that still play it,
Mm.
and you do see the odd person in your friends list playing it. It's not like it's completely died out. It's just more of a case of it's not like you go online and you see everybody on Call of Duty or everybody on Battlefield. You'll
Yeah.
see like one person on Mag.
Yeah, I always do. And the fun nights were fun, just to say, as I went for them for a few weeks. But the only thing that annoyed me with Mag in general is just that updates were massive. And I mean, they're really big. And can't. It takes me forever to download. I want to go and play a game. I don't want to download a 2-hour download. Then I'll get bored and give up and go and do something else.
Exactly. When you've got to sit there, even I will say I do have quite a decent internet connection,
Yeah.
but even with that, if you've got to sit there and wait 15 minutes, it's still a case of I want to play the game now, not in 15 minutes time.
Yeah, but
And when
didn't
it's
Sony do that thing there, updates whenever there's an update available, even if your PS3 is off.
Yeah, but that's only if you subscribe to PlayStation Plus,
Yeah.
which costs you 40 quid a month
Mm,
anyway.
it's dropped now, isn't it?
Oh no, 40 quid, not 40 quid a month, 40 quid a year. That's what I meant
Something
to
less
say.
than that. I'm
That,
gonna-
that equals Xbox Live then, doesn't it?
It does, but the difference is we can still play online without it.
Anyway, I'm going to cut this away. I don't want to start an argument right here. The last thing I'm going to say is another thing I was just thinking about this. There was rumours about Mag 2 a couple of days before this came out. So I'm really like...
Obviously not anymore.
Obviously, rumours about Mag 2 and then rumours about the studio shutting down. They don't normally come along at around the same time.
They're both
No,
rumours.
not really.
It could be a massive troll.
Yeah.
Yeah, get us all talking. And
I
if
think
it
it's a week till
succeeded.
April 1st, so it wouldn't be just yet.
And knowing Kotaku.
Yeah, but maybe on April the 1st they'll go, ha, we weren't shutting down. We're just
Yeah, but
gonna-"
then that's the April Fools that they actually are shutting down.
I wonder
Yeah.
what IGN's April Fool's is going to be this year.
I don't know.
I hate
You
They
know
it.
have
who-
some good ones sometimes.
You know whose April Fools I want to see?
What?
YouTube's one's
Yeah,
always good.
Yeah, it is.
What was their one last year?
They went back to 19 something, didn't they?
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, they went back like to black and white
Yeah.
just before that to use.
With the piano music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
played in the background.
That was
I know
awesome.
Jagex and Blizzard do amazing ones. They really start like a troll fest in the forums of their games. People actually take it to heart, and then they realise, oh my god, it's April 1st at the end of the day.
Some people. And then Google did one. I know we're going off a bit, but Google did one on last year where basically you could do your Gmail through hand gestures. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
Oh,
They released
yeah.
like a trailer sort of thing,
Yeah.
and everyone was
I
like, what the
remember
hell
that.
is this?
That was good, that was.
Yeah, it got
About the
everyone.
people that believed it.
I know. Just sitting there doing hand gestures.
It's
What?
like, why don't you work?
Yeah.
Some people, honestly.
I'm looking forward to April 1st.
Yeah, it's gonna be good fun.
It's
Yeah.
always good on the internet, April 1st.
Yeah,
it
it
is.
But it's like April 1st every day on the internet, isn't it?
Pretty much.
All these
Pretty much.
trolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
It's double that.
Did Twitter
On
do one
April
last year?
I think so.
They should do one this year.
I hope so.
Give everyone like authorized and then be like, lol joke.
Maybe they expand like the tweet limit, the character limit.
Yeah.
They go
Coming
post
soon,
it, they go
180
April
characters.
Fools.
Yeah.
Oh, we're giving people ideas. Okay. And we went off on a rant. We did two things there. The next thing, we're going to move on to the Wii U, and the first launch title has kind of been announced, and that is Darksiders 2. I'm not really a Darksiders fan or player, but I just thought I'd let everyone know that in a recent interview, lead designer Hayden Dalton confirmed that Darksiders 2 will be available for purchase on day one. He also added that the Wii U version has been developed alongside the 360, PS3, and PC versions. Where have we heard that kind of thing before? But it's gonna have unique controls to take advantage of the Wii U's controller. We're gonna now understand how the Wii U controller might help you in a game if you want to buy one. For instance, you could be running along and you could click on another piece, and then you could be running through the game. And basically, you could just like change your weapons or whatever you want to do in
It's like the touch
Darksiders
screen
as
on
you
a
do it.
DS, pretty much.
Basically, yeah.
It's
Yeah, let's
maximised over your
Yeah.
living room.
Yeah, let's just say what it is. It's the DS's touchscreen.
One important thing's come from this announcement.
What?
The PC version will suck.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no! What are you gonna do? Play with your keyboard?
Honestly, any PC game that's developed alongside another platform, it sucks.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It just put on the back burner.
Look at all the Call of Duties after World at War.
Yeah.
That's all you have
Oh.
to do. But I suppose Darksiders has always been more of a console game.
Pretty much. The looks of it.
But it's nice to see Wii U actually getting a game.
So far they've got one. Even though in last year
Still a better launch than with 3DS.
even though E3 last year, EA came onto the stage and were like, we're all really excited. We're going to bring all these new games, and they're showing all this in the trailer, and then we still haven't heard anything. What game, EA? What game? Give us one at least.
Is the Wii U out this year or next year?
We don't know. We haven't got a release date yet. We'll find out this E3.
But then the thing is, EA are turning into a bit more, let's not reveal anything, and suddenly we're going to reveal everything at the same time.
Yeah.
EA is
So-
turned into Activision again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
starting to
mean,
dislike
what can we
EA.
expect from Activision at the E3? Oh no! Here comes a new Call of Duty again.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
really didn't expect
Well,
that.
seeing as there's no BlizzCon this year, there's going to be a few games at E3 from Activision that is not COD, believe it or
Oh,
not.
good.
Even though it's Activision, yeah, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
I know it's a shame. I know there'll be people probably that'll disagree with me that Activision shut down their music/rhythm game department.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
like-
sad.
I quite liked DJ Hero personally.
Yeah, same.
I never played it, and it's one of the games that I want to play.
I just because I'm quite a music fan and I like the idea of all the original content that they made for it, all the original songs and so on
Yeah.
and so forth. And some of them are actually really good to the point where I actually wish you could buy the soundtrack.
I thought you could.
And you can't.
Oh.
Because I remember that Activision was known for a few titles,
Yeah.
Tony Hawk's,
Yeah.
I think Spider-Man was on there when that was popular.
the Sp-
Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero,
Yeah.
DJ Hero, Band
Band
Hero, that
Hero.
spin-off, and obviously the Call of Duty franchise. And it just seems that now their only AAA title that they are able to release is COD,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate because Activision, believe it or not, actually produced quality content before.
Yeah. I actually missed Tony Hawk's as well. I loved Underground 2.
Oh,
I used
yeah.
to play that over and over again.
Yeah, but have you played some of the recent games where they released that stupid accessory where you played on the?
Oh.
I
Oh,
don't-
that was just like, what are you actually doing? No one wants to play this. People want to use a controller.
Exactly. Part of the fun of Tony Hawk's was the fact that you could actually do a kickflip without much effort.
They should just
Yeah,
do a
it's
quick
like-
clip by pressing down on the analog stick and B.
Yeah.
I mean, to master it on a controller was quite hard. I mean, you had to know so many gestures on the right stick and the left stick just to be able to do a
Mm.
trick.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you've played Skate. EA made it. I used to play Skate 2 a lot, and that was so much fun when, like, you just skating around the city and then just doing all these little flips and tricks.
Well, Skate overtook from Tony Hawk's in the end, didn't it?
Yeah, because it sort of realised what
we
it was
actually
supposed-
liked.
what
Yeah.
people liked from the original Tony Hawk's. Anyway, we're getting off subject now, aren't we?
No, that's alright. You're talking about Activision. That's okay. We started from Darksiders 2 and we ended up on Activision.
Who actually publishes Darksiders 2? Or Darksiders the...
I'm not sure who.
I am not typing in Darksiders wiki right now. THQ.
Ah,
Even though they're not doing brilliantly lately, they're not doing that good.
no, not
The only
really.
other they did the WWE games at one point, didn't they?
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Who played those?
I don't know. My friend.
Yeah, I did. I played the DB games.
On
and I'm-
PS1, was it?
Please, we're not cavemen. PS2.
I would actually go out and buy a PS1 right now if it came with all the classics like Bandicoot and Croc.
I've still got my PS1. It's sitting. I can see it from where I'm sitting.
But the thing is, I don't need to. I can just get an emulator.
Same.
I can just pop a game in my PS3.
But, because like the PS1 games are pre-2000,
Yeah.
so they have a Digital Millennium Act on them.
Don't think so.
I don't know.
Because I remember you used to just be able to
Easy
rip
to
them
chip
onto.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could chip a PS1 and PS2 easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. So, if you want to chip your PS1, then we didn't tell you to do that.
But you
Yeah.
can do it.
You can do it, but we're not telling you how to type it in on Google and then search it and look it up
Yeah,
yourself.
we're not telling you type in Google how to chip your PS1. No, we're not saying that at all.
But then saying that, not saying that I'm saying that this is right either, but why go to the effort of chipping it when you could just download an emulator anyway?
Well, that's exactly.
But we
Anyway.
didn't tell you to do that either.
Like you can do
Anyway.
it for the Commodore 64. You know, you could go on there and you'd get an emulator. Not saying that you should, and you could play all the great classics. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure somebody could do that if they wanted to.
And I'm
But we're not suggesting it.
Yeah, and I'm
No.
not also suggesting that if you were offended by this about copyright and stuff, that you shouldn't email to Drake's or Liam right now. So I'm not telling you to do that either. Anyway, the next piece of news.
And I'm not telling you that Ben owns the copyright.
Yeah. Yeah. Next, let's just move on now. Little Big Planet, Little Big Karting. There we go. Bit of a rip-off, if you want to look at about it, on Little Big Planet franchise. It's developed by Mod Nation Races Developments, United Front Games, as you would expect, and also Media Molecule on the side track of it, because obviously they own Little Big Planet, and it's going to run it on their play, create, share ethos, but brought onto this fast new racing kart track game thing. You can be able to play as Little Big Planet characters. Obviously, Sackboy, Sackgirl is going to be included. And you're going to be racing in a 3D world and to save the Craft World universe. And basically, they've updated from the classic karting that you're used to. You can have ultra-competitive arena battles, split-screen modes, play online via PS3. You can have objective-based missions, mini-games, and basically everything you could do in Little Big Planet, like create your own levels and stuff, you're going to be able to do in Little Big Karting. And you're also going to be able to create your own rules and basically how your race is going to run. So you may think of it as a rip-off of Little Big Planet to try and bring in some more money, because let's be honest, Mod Nation Racer is a bit of a flop in my opinion, because it hasn't got the community that Little Big Planet had behind it.
Hang on a second. So, United Front Games
Yeah.
are just taking Mod Nation Racers, sanding it down, and putting their
Little
new
Planet
fresh
on it.
coat of Little Big Planet on there.
Because it's taken them just till now to figure out that the reason Mod Nation Racers isn't doing as well is because the community's not behind it. And they go, hang on, Little Planet, you've got millions of levels and stuff, and there's a big community behind it. Let's take some of this and put it on our game and then sell it again.
I don't know about anyone else here, but I bought Mod Nation Racers on the first day it came out,
Same.
took it home, waiting for half an hour for it to install, finally got it up and running. Another 10 minutes for it to go into create your own
The
like,
load
mod.
screens were so long.
And when I finally got into the home hub, it was an hour after I'd set it up on the PS3, and then to go into an actual race, it took 5 minutes to load the level. And I thought, nope, putting this back in the box, taking it back to game.
The
Can't
menus
deal with
took
this.
days. I have to say, they took absolute days, and it would peed a lot of people off, peed a lot of people off.
Well, hopefully they'll improve loading times.
Yeah.
That's probably something they'll learn. I'm to be honest, because I'm gonna give it a go, because from what I saw on the trailer, it does look quite good.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
And also, I must admit, I do like the karting type games. I still, to this day, play Crash Team Racing from the PS1 a lot. And I mean a lot. Every so often, every couple of weeks, I'll go through and just do the whole adventure in one go. Which is probably a bit sad of me, but I love that game so much. And I think the problem there is I'm going to be comparing it to that.
Which you shouldn't.
Which I shouldn't, because it's nowhere near the same thing. But then at the same time, I compared Little Big Planet to Crash Bandicoot. I thought that Little Big Planet had almost become the run and jump equivalent of Crash Bandicoot of the current gen consoles. And I shouldn't have done that either,
No.
because there were points where I just think, oh, did I like that? Don't I like that?
I think you should see it as something different, not
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
thing.
But it is. But then I did come to the conclusion I did like Little Big Planet for its own game, and I do like, and like you said, their community behind it is amazing, and I do think that if the community, if it's actually like good loading times, good gameplay experience, it will do very well because the community will back it.
If it's
But-
accepted by us, then
Yeah,
it'll do well.
but if it's
for us.
not accepted by the community, it won't be accepted by anybody.
When it comes to the PlayStation community, everyone will either love it or everyone will either hate it, and it'll just flop.
Yeah,
Speaking of racing games, we
Yeah.
haven't. I'm sort of in the mood to play Burnout Paradise again now.
same.
I bought it off Steam, and it's probably one of the best games I've played in a long time.
It's PCs. I got it on PCs now as well. It's brilliant.
So
wanna
I do
play it
like
on
the
PS3
idea.
now.
I'd say I do like the idea of buying. I wanted to buy it on PC once again because it had 3D support, but I don't have a 3D graphics card, so that would be completely pointless of me to do that. But I still think it's got to be played on a console because you've got to have the island. That is it. You've got to have the island.
Yeah, true. The
That
island
is-
is amazing.
That is it. You can't.
I mean, is the island not on PC?
No,
No, you can't get it on PC at all.
That's a shame.
it is.
It is a
but
shame. It is a terrible shame.
The
'Cause you're
island is
cutting out a massive
basically
chunk of the game.
the island's basically all the stunts you could pack into one small area, just in there.
Yeah, because they like Criterion Games really did do the game well because they could track where people would drive and where the
Yeah.
most amount of smashes and jumps and all stunts happened, and they found the most popular areas were like the airfield, the quarry, and all them sort of places.
Yeah,
So they took the concept of them and were like, let's make the whole island like it. So basically, their whole ethos behind it was, if you can see it, you can drive on it. And if
Yeah.
you can drive on it, you can do some form of stunt.
yeah.
So you can jump off of buildings. There's like runs where you jump over the top of buildings, and there's like the big mega
Flat
jump.
spin, like,
Yeah, you flat spin off the top of the mega jump, and you're spinning across the island. It's absolutely amazing.
Criterion Games just know how to make a game, in my opinion. This
Yeah.
Burnout Paradise, first game I got on PS3, amazing and loved. Criterion Games.
I
ever
think that's
since.
how I met pretty much everyone I know here.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
How much did we pick it off on the PC for? I think it was £3.
£3 something.
And it was the Ultimate box, so that was
Yeah. Yeah, because they didn't do the standard edition on PC because they weren't going to release it on PC at all because they weren't sure how well it was going to do.
No, I think they released it like a few months after it got actually launched.
Yeah, because they released the actual game and then they released bikes and so on
Yeah.
and so forth. And then they were like, we'll take all of that and put it in the Ultimate box and re-release the game. And it was on Xbox, PlayStation, and we'll bring out the PC version as well.
Yeah, it was
And
brilliant.
then, and that's when they then decided we're going to make the island. And they were going to release it on PC, and then they never got around to it. And then they decided they weren't going to bother because the game is majority played on consoles, where
Yeah.
they released
Which
the
is fair
game.
enough.
Yeah,
Also, before I stop this this thing going off. Anyway, before we saw that, they were going to put in multiple islands. I remember they were saying in an interview they were going to put one that was more Formula One based kind of track around the whole island, then one that was more stunt and stuff. I wish they had, but still, what they had released content-wise was brilliant.
if you really wanted to go fast, though, you just got on the highway and just go around in circles.
round,
Yeah.
round, yeah.
All you had to do was dodge traffic.
Yeah.
And
And turn occasionally.
occasionally. And it'll be funny, but in the right car, you didn't even have to turn. You just accelerate and you just scrape along the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, does anyone... You know when they released the Legendary Cars pack?
Yeah.
I used to go around the entire circuit in the Carson Nighthawk, like basically a
didn't?
Night Rider car.
Who did?
And you didn't even have to accelerate. You just held down the boost button and drive in the opposite way, and you just kept going. I got up to the point where I did 99 burnouts, and it wouldn't go any further. It just counted 99.
Yeah. And it was that car was just like the one of. If you weren't using that, you were using the boost special car, the one with the locked boost.
Oh yeah, where you could just boost any time you want.
You press X and it just wouldn't stop boosting unless you actually managed to completely stop the car.
And even then, it put up a fight.
Yeah, you had
Anyway,
to
sorry, carry on.
handbrake. You had to handbrake and like to get that to stop. In the end, it was almost better to start accelerating, boost, and then stop accelerating, and then when you wanted to go faster, hit the accelerator.
Mm.
That was the best way to drive that car.
I want to play Burnout Paradise now.
So
So, Splinter Gamer, want to join? If you guys want to join us playing Burnout after the podcast, yeah, let's all go on and play.
yeah.
See you later. I'm leaving. I'm playing it now.
Just to say,
Yeah, I'm
I
ditching
will.
you guys.
just to say, I'm gonna out stunt run all of you. So, yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to
Probably.
prove that, aren't you?
No, me, I'm a marked man guy, or
Right.
what's the other one? Road rage.
Is that just because if you get mad that I'm beating you at a stunt run, you just come and take me down?
No, I'm just really good at evading people.
Fair enough.
I'm just a boss at video games.
And you're just a boss in general. You're just
Yeah.
like a boss.
People say this, but I am the boss, so...
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
We move on anyway.
Yeah, we are going to move on. Zynga Games, I bet everyone here knows who they are by now.
Yeah.
Well, those asses that made Farmville.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
just say that. Okay.
No, I don't want your cow. By the way, the
Please,
person-
I found a cow. Please look after him. You
No.
Yeah.
found him. Look after him yourself.
Exactly.
Finders keepers.
Yeah.
Can you what's it? Can you come and fertilize my farm for me?
No, it's your farm. Do it yourself.
Fertilize your own
Exactly.
farm.
And what did they do then? They did that at Cityville. Oh, my building's about to blow up. Please come fix it or something like that.
And what's the other one? Cafe World.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh, please, my kitchen's about to catch fire. Please come and take everything out of the oven. Oh.
Well,
Anyway,
exactly.
So these guys that we know very well, and they may have headed to the Xbox 360 because we're really pleased about that. In a recent interview, the CEO casually mentioned Microsoft's console while discussing the synchronization of Zynga games across multiple devices. He said, "Right now we are building back-end technology so that your game state can be saved and served up in different screens and devices." The interaction queues will take from the different devices. In other words, you can play a game on a computer and call it up on Xbox as you resume it from the point you left off. Except the game will now be customized for the Xbox controller.
Does that mean we're gonna get like a first-person Farmville where you walk around and like press A to fertilize and like you gotta like press the right bumper to like attack like or something like oh I want your beef cow so you gotta attack the cow.
That sounds like Minecraft.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a Minecraft farming type of thing. Actually, Minecraft's coming out on Xbox next month, I think it is.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine how much money you're going to make from that.
Exactly.
I don't know, but Notch is rolling in it right now.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
If I get up the figures for the sales,
Rolling it while holding his Game BAFTAs award.
I know, right? How much is Minecraft now? I can't remember how much I paid for it. I think it's £15 now, isn't it?
Yeah, I got it when it was like 11, I think it was, or was it 9?
Right, I think it was like £9, right? So 5.3 million people have bought it. Okay,
Yeah.
so I can just do a quick calculation and say everybody paid £10 for it.
Minecraft's currently £16.95. Hang on, one sec. This is excluding the Minecraft Lego, the posters, the
Yeah.
bracelets, t-shirts.
They all
Right.
merchandise, basically.
So, say everybody paid £10 in bid for it, right? So 5.3 million paid £10 for it.
That's 50
No.
million.
Notch is now running around with £53 million in his bank account.
Exactly.
You know,
Can
Uh,
I?
that's pure profit.
I know. It's,
I want to be his friend.
yeah.
I wonder if he'll friend me.
I'm a friend on Facebook.
Or you can get a creeper face wallet. Next time someone asks you some money, you just pull it out and they'll run away screaming.
Yeah.
So if I go to the store, could you actually like get all them? Oh my god!
What?
Talk about monetization.
What?
Well, actually, half this stuff is Jinx anyway, so it's not really them. But
Lego.
yeah, everybody
Yeah, I know.
claims that DLC and all that is bad, but these guys have made Lego of a Lego-looking game.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Does the TNT actually blow up?
That would be fun. And do they have the nukes like you can get on Industrial Craft?
Industrial Craft.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
You'll have to link me to this Industrial Craft game.
Oh no,
I
it's
wanna play it.
Minecraft. It's a mod